Well, hello friends, and welcome to another video. This will be what will be sort of a stitch along for my patrons, but you will be just watching me create this in high speed, but I'll be doing this on my Patreon with my patrons. What we are going to do is play a little game that I'm calling randomized abstractions. We're going to number all of these, and we're going to roll for them each day. For the large pieces, I'm going to try and fulfill an applique requirement and use some of my own hand-dyed fabrics to applique into these larger areas. And then I will be Boro stitching right over top of them. And we are also rolling to figure out what stitch we'll be using in each section. So I think that'll be really fun. And you will be seeing it mostly as I am working on it, but over on my Patreon, they will be getting daily updates, and we will be all congratulating each other. I invite you to come check out the group over there. It's a lot of fun, and you get access to like 35 or, oh my god, like 40 stitch-alongs at this point. There's a lot of patterns over there, included in even the most basic patronage. My god, there's a lot of cat hair on this. Well, we can all thank the cats for that. Anyway, I can't wait to get started on this with you, and I will see you in the next update. Alright, just a quick update, and I do apologize for any dryer sounds you're hearing. My office shares that wall with the laundry room, which is not a room, it's more of a closet in the hallway, but for what it's worth, it shares the wall with me. Anyway, this is how our lovely randomized abstractions is coming along. I just wanted to give you an update now that we've done several aberrations. I think this one is my favorite. My rolls were the location, the dark fabric was what I rolled for, and then lazy daisy stitch. So because I know this will be covered by the next one, I didn't work too hard on that side because it will be covered up. I just mentally made a decision that whatever was the next one that came would overlap anything that came before it. So as you can see, all of these are overlapping in the order I did them in. And if you want to see the order I did them in, you can head over to my Patreon where I have shown off each different iteration. This one was a brightly colored solid with a geometric pattern. This one was a geometric pattern on spotted fabric. It's very lightly spotted, that you can see from an iron and tannin interaction. This one was striped fabric with wavy lines. This one was geometric fabric with wavy lines. Kind of the same thing, but I'm letting the randomization decide. But I'm liking how it's coming out. Our next one coming up is number 10 over here, and we will be doing a piece of fussy cut fabric, meaning like cut out for the prettiest portion of the fabric. And I believe it said beading was my following choice. So I will have to find some very micro-sized beads that will not be dissonant. And I will probably get one of my sashiko stencils out and actually dot the fabric where I want the beads, so it's very regular, like everything else is coming out. But I thought you might like to see how it's looking, and I think it looks pretty fun. I'm enjoying using all of my own hand-dyed fabrics so far. For the other portions, I don't know if I will put fabric there or if I will fill those with stitches just for kicks. Who knows? I might fill it with fabric, I don't know. We shall see. It's random, that's the whole point. And don't worry about the glue. We've been doing a lot of projects this week. All right, I will see you in another update once we've finished a few more randomizations. Okay, quick update on the random abstractions. Current favorite, this one. This was a piece of dye blanket that was my favorite dye blanket because it did a really crazy interaction. And I also have been hoarding this really cool variegated sashiko thread that matches it so nicely. Least favorite, this lazy daisy one. Now, what I've decided to do is I numbered all these thinking I might stitch them, but I'm really enjoying the process of borrowing on pieces of my own dyed fabric. So for the rest of these sections that are numbered, I'm going to find a very small circle or a piece of fabric that will fit in that area. I'm going to still roll them as numbers. I believe there are 9. Yeah, there's like 9 segments left, but I can fit like a half circle here. I can just divide them up a little bit differently and get a few more smaller accent circles onto it. But I wanted to give you a brief look as we continue this randomization exercise. Now remember, we're not doing this to make something that we like the look of. Not a part of this exercise. The exercise is to make something. So if you make something, congratulations, you've wildly succeeded at this. The main goal is just to make you a little bit uncomfortable, use some materials up, and also just kind of see what comes from chaos. You never know how nice it's going to turn out. This in particular I think is great. This is particularly great. This looks nice. I didn't think I would like the one with the beading on it. This crazy seed stitch one. Love that. Matches that crazy thread that I bought that is like a dead dupe of these colors. But mainly the goal is to make something different that is an aberration on your normal things. That's all. That's the only goal. Whatever comes out of it, you could throw it away. Set it on fire when you're done. I don't care. The goal is to just do it. The goal is the process. The goal is just doing it. Because some things are horrible, make us uncomfortable, and this is a much less horrible, uncomfortable thing than other things. Anyway, just wanted to give you an update, and I will probably see you when this is getting close to done, but I hope you have enjoyed me kind of explaining my thought processes here. Also, I highly recommend buttonhole or blanket stitch for making weird diatoms or radiolarians. Looks just like a radiolarian. Google it. All right, I will see you soon. Quick update, ignore the loom and assorted chicanery around us. I wanted to show you how I'm working out how big the pieces of fabric that I add should be, because there's some very weird shapes under here. Now, this one's already obviously halfway done. This one I already cut out, so I already know that that one is of that size. But then I have a couple weird spaces over here. This one is unnumbered, so I will have to number it to randomize it properly. But also, I want to see how big of a piece of fabric I actually need and how many I'm going to have to roll for. So what I've been doing is taking the little circles here that I've been using and cut out on my Cricut before it died, and working out how big of a circle I will need to bridge the gap between said items. So you can work out how you want them. They obviously won't overlap like that, but I can see a vision of what it could be. So just a random update on that if you are working on this project along with me. All right, always good to keep hundreds of felt discs in all sizes at your desk, everybody. Go ahead and do that. Easy peasy. Well, okay, we have reached here on our randomization exploration, as, you know, just call it whatever you want at this point. I got to here, which was, I think, a fussy cut or a floral. I don't have any flowers, so I went with the most floral leaf I had, which was rose leaves, I believe. And then it was a letter for the stitch. So I did X's, which is a cop-out, but I liked how it looked. I'm wondering if I should outline at least the parts of ones that are overlapping. So in this case, it would mean this entire piece, but only this piece, and this piece. I think it might add some nice definition. So I believe I will probably outline at least the ones that are overlapping in white. Will I outline it some weird way? I don't know. I don't know how many times I want to push my needle through fabric that is in some places like 5 layers thick, like in this area, getting real hairy. All right, well, I think it looks pretty good for right now, and I will update you when I have stitched around some of these. Like this, but solid. I might not outline that one specifically. He's already kind of outlined. All right, well, I'll see you in a bit. Well, here we are with our, what I'm going to call finished random abstractions. Call it an aberration, call it what you want. I think it came out great. I think we learned, maybe we didn't learn a whole lot, but we were forcibly experimental, we'll say that. I'm very happy with it because I got to use up a bunch of the fabrics that I dyed this summer myself. Got to use up my leaf prints, got to use up that particular leaf that I really, really liked. I'm very happy with this. I think it's a very good exercise if you're looking for one to either stash bust, force yourself to do things that are sort ofly random. Like you can make up your own list of stitches that you like and then randomize those and roll for them. But I think it's a good exercise to make something very random. If leaf punk was a thing, this would be a great battle patch for the back of your jacket. It's like a Hobbit door battle patch. It's round. But for now, it will probably just get hung on the wall of stuff I finished and now I hang up because someone said that was a good idea so that I'd remember that I made things. It's accurate. I don't have great object permanence for things I've finished, and then I think I haven't done anything all year. I definitely have done a lot of things, but I send it out, it disappears, I don't remember I did it. But this, I think I will hang up. I think it's really pretty. I think it has good and less good spots. I covered up one of the best spots, which was in fact one of the larger circles. It had to get covered up by a lot of friends. Anyway, I hope this inspires you to try one or any of my stitch-alongs. You can find them over at Patreon. There are free ones. You can get access to like 30 stitch-alongs instantaneously for $3 because I don't have the time or wherewithal to go back and change all of the access on everything I've released for 3 years. So there's about 3 years of patterns and mayhem on there waiting for you, including this one, which was the Random Abstractions stitch-along, where we were just kind of messing around for the month of November as a bit of a mental break. I hope to see you in another video, and if you would like to see what I'm up to all the time, please check down below. There's a bunch of links on ways you can interact with me, chat with me, or leave me a comment. Let me know what was your favorite weird bubble. We went very meta with bubble on bubble on bubble, which I thought was fun. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!